Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. Matt Jones, Perrin Johnson. We thought we'd take a minute now that everybody's made their decisions to let you know who the UK basketball roster will be. It can be very confusing with Kentucky. You never necessarily know where it's going to go. So let's get started at the guard position. They're actually going to have 3 point guards next year. One is Ashton Hagans. That's the 2019 kid that reclassified and decided to join the Cats. He's supposed to be eligible by next month. One is Emmanuel Quickly, McDonald's All-American, and the first kid that committed to Calipari this year. And then, of course, the return of Quade Green. 3 point guards, although with 2 of them, Quickly and Quade, you would think that they can play the 2 guard as well if they need to. What do you think of this group?
I think it's good. I think Quade should lead the group strong, and I think we'll finally see him to get a true chance to take reins of the position at first and have everybody else follow. The Quigley kid's going to be a strong push, and I think he could play off guard a little bit as well. So we'll see how Cal moves forward. But the Hagans kid is the enigma because he's young, and how much will he be ready for?
Hagans is starting. I'll make you a bet. Ashton Hagans is the guy you all need to watch. He is going to start. Kid can play. He's explosive. He's a Cal kind of point guard. You know, when I think of Cal point guards, I think of Wall, obviously. I think of De'Aaron Fox, dudes who can get off the bounce. This is a dude who can get off the bounce.
I'm excited to see him play. You know, he was supposed to be a senior this year. I'm not sold yet. I'm going to see how that works out as well.
You always say that, though, about freshmen. If there's one thing we've learned at Kentucky, the freshmen take the lead.
Okay, but this guy was supposed to be a senior in high school. He's not technically a freshman yet.
You think Quade will make a step up this year?
For his sake, I hope so.
He had some good games.
It's not about a game. It's about a season. We want to see a season.
All right, the 2 guard position, really we'll talk about the 2 and 3 together because they've got a bunch of guys that will sort of be fighting for positions. Tyler Hero, the kid from Wisconsin, Keldon Johnson, the McDonald's All-American that I think might be the best player on the team, and then Jamal Baker, an enigma a little bit, who was on the team this past year but did not get to play at all due to injuries. What do you make of that position?
You know, the Baker kid can shoot the ball. You know, Cal needs a shooter. The Hero kid's an undeniable hard worker, and everybody says so many great things about him. So, I mean, I want to see those 2. But the Johnson kid, you said he's the best player.
Best.
I'm eager to see this in action.
Keldon Johnson will be the best player on the team next year. If you haven't yet, go on YouTube or go on KSR and watch his videos. He's explosive. He shoots. And let me tell you something he does a lot of. Talk trash. The dude is the biggest yapper you will ever see. He will scream at the players from other teams. I think, Perrin, he'll be the team leader, and it's good, in my opinion, to have your best player also lead the team.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, when you look at last year's roster, you didn't really see a guy that was really vocal outside of Shea. I think they need more of that. Somebody's going to be more aggressive and get guys where they need to be and just, you know, lead guys to victory most of the time.
Tyler Hero, I think, is sneaky athletic, a lot more than people think. Jamal Baker will be interesting because everyone says he's the best shooter on the team. As a matter of fact, Shea Alexander told me in an interview after the season he thought Baker's the best shooter he's ever seen in his life. If he does shoot well, he'll play. Now, on the big men's side, 3 guys are on the roster now. One is P.J. Washington, who's coming back. The other is Nick Richards, who announced earlier in the year he'd come back. And then they added E.J. Montgomery, a top 10 player, McDonald's All-American who picked Kentucky over Duke. And they may still add Stanford's Reed Travis. There's some whispers that he might visit UK this weekend. That's 3 guys for sure, maybe 4, all super talented for the 4 or 5 position. Is this the best big man group Kentucky's had in a while?
It's the best they've had in a while, I'll say. You know, the Montgomery kid, he's going to play right away. You know, if anybody I'm worried about.
He's your pick for best player, right?
Yeah, I love his ability. But if anybody you should worry about, Nick Richards, you better get in the gym. You better get in the gym, or you're going to be sitting watching the whole lot of games at the best seat in the house.
You're exactly right about that. I mean, this year he really only had to beat out Sasha. Next year he's got EJ, PJ, and Reed Travis. Look, this is a kid, Perrin, that averaged 20 a game and 9 rebounds at Stanford. He was first team all Pac-10. He ain't coming here to sit.
No, not at all. I mean, he's ready to play. I mean, he basically averaged 19 points a game, Matt. Like, he's a capable scorer, first team all Pac-10, he could play. So if UK adds a guy like that with a solid point guard that they got with Quade, 2 guys that can lead the team, I think they'll be great.
They're too deep at every position. Now, when you played at Louisville, you had a year where you all were too deep at every position. Talk about how important that is in practice in order to be able to where every practice is a war.
Every practice is not only a war, but those guys are preparing themselves to play at the next level. So the minutes they're not playing, they're gonna lose that time to play. So I think what you're gonna see is gonna happen is these guys are gonna really push each other to get better and better, and you're not having a guy go against a walk-on every day.
Yes.
So they're playing against NBA caliber talent on both sides.
I think that's a huge difference. You go back to 2015 team, the Harrison twins every day against Booker and Ulis, Karl Towns against Willie every day, Alex Poitras against those guys every day, like Trey Lyles. That is how you build a great team. I'm excited about it. You think they're a Final Four caliber?
I think they're 100% they're a Final Four caliber team. So we'll see what happens between them and Duke. Those are my two, and then Kansas as well.
Kansas is very good as well. We'll take a break. Come right back. We're here in downtown Louisville. I'm sweating. Perrin, he's dripping. It's next here on Hey Kentucky.